Good morning and welcome along to lesson 197. I'm going to invite you to take your hands onto your heart this morning, left hand on your heart and your right hand on top, and just taking a quiet moment to notice the beating of your heart, to notice your breath, to fall still. We begin this day in gratitude. We open our hearts and we surrender to love. We ask that love would lead the way along the minutes and the hours of this new day. We welcome joy, fun, and abundant prosperity. We recognize that all encounters are wholesome and that all experiences can be met with a peaceful heart that is anchored in the truth, that we are one, that we are love, and that we are free. And so we release these words and we let it be. So lesson 197. It can be but my gratitude I earn. Here is the second step we take to free your mind from the belief in an outside force pitted against your own. Somebody I was working with the other day said something about something being sent to test them. And I challenged them on it insofar as to say that there is nothing outside of us challenging us or testing us. There is nothing, no force pitted against us. That's all part of the illusion. So this goes on to say, you make attempts at kindness and forgiveness, yet you turn from them to attack again unless you find external gratitude and lavish thanks. Your gifts must be received with honor or you regret what you have given. Now, in our humanness, we're often guilty of this, even though we know there is no such thing as guilt. But this is how we behave as humans. We give something to somebody and we're waiting for the thanks. We're waiting for the praise. And sometimes we regret giving things if we don't get enough thanks and praise. And so we can transfer this onto how we see God. And so you think God's gifts are loans at best, at worst deceptions, which would cheat you of defenses to ensure that when God strikes, God will not fail to kill. How easily are God and guilt confused by those who do not know what their thoughts can do. Deny your strength and weakness must become salvation to you. See yourself as bound and bars become your home. Nor will you leave the prison house or claim your strength until guilt and salvation are not seen as one. Freedom and salvation are perceived as joined, with strength beside them, to be sought and claimed and found and fully recognized. So we need to recognize our strength. And once we can let go of any idea of guilt or shame or anything that has us bound, then freedom and salvation will be perceived as joy, as joined with strength beside them. The world must thank you when you offer it release from your illusions. Yet your thanks belong to you as well, for its release can only mirror yours. So we have the ability to set ourselves free and the world along with us. Your gratitude is all your gifts require, that they be a lasting offering of a thankful heart released from hell forever. It is this you would undo by taking back your gifts because they were not honored. It is you who honor them by giving them fitting thanks, for it is you who have received the gifts. So we're being invited to be in this state of gratitude at all times. It does not matter if another thinks your gifts unworthy. And your gifts that we offer to the world, that's our gift of forgiveness when we're able to recognize the illusion. In their mind, there is a part that joins with yours in thanking you. So that's when we give another a gift. In their mind, there is a part that joins with us in thanking us. It does not matter if they seem lost or ineffectual. They are received when they are given. So even if we don't receive what we're looking for in terms of praise, we've got to trust that when we truly forgive another, that gift is received. In your gratitude, they are accepted universally and thankfully acknowledged by the heart of God. And would you take them back when God has gratefully accepted them? So once you have reached out and offered your forgiveness in a situation, and sometimes that's done in the quietness of your mind, then trust the process. Trust that all is well and everything is happening perfectly. God blesses every gift you give, and every gift is given God, because it can be only given to yourself, and what belongs to God must be God's own. Yet you will never realize God's gifts are sure, eternal, changeless, limitless, and forever giving out, extending love and adding to your never-ending joy, while you forgive only to attack again. So we do have the opportunity or the option always to choose again. But if we really, really want to be fully in the knowing, we only need to forgive once and genuinely mean it. Withdraw the gifts you give, and you will think that what is given you has been withdrawn. Yet learn forgiveness. Learn to let forgiveness take away the sins you think you see outside yourself, and you can never think the gifts of God are lent but for a little while, before God snatches them away again in death, for death will have no meaning for you then. So we really want to trust this process, the forgiveness process. And with the end of this belief is fear forever gone. Thank yourself for this. For yourself, capital S, is grateful only unto God, and God gives thanks for you unto itself. To everyone who lives will the innocent child of God yet come, for everyone must live and move in love. Its being in its creator is secure because their will is one. Their gratitude to all they have created has no end, for gratitude remains a part of love. Thanks be to you, the holy child of God, for as you were created, you contain all things within yourself, and you are still as God created you, nor can you dim the light of your perfection. In your heart, the heart of God is laid. God holds you dear because you are itself. All gratitude belongs to you because of what you are. Give thanks as you receive it. Be free of all ingratitude to anyone who makes yourself complete. From this self, no one is left outside. Give thanks for all the countless channels which extend this self. All that you do is given unto you. All that you think can only be its thoughts, sharing with it the holy thoughts of God. Earn now the gratitude you have denied yourself when you forgot the function God has given you, and never think that God has ceased to offer thanks to you. So when we're rested into our true selves, we are naturally in this state of grace and of gratitude. And our function is forgiveness, and our function is to be the light of the world. And we have ample opportunity again and again and again to demonstrate this when we forget that, we are love itself. And that's the only reason we need forgiveness in this world, is when we've strayed from remembering, because we're actually always going to be love no matter what we do. It's just the knowing and the remembering. And so forgiveness is the function, and to shine as the light of the world. And forgiveness is what helps us do this, because we move back into the remembering and then we get to shine. So I invite you once more to really lean into gratitude, but into it's not the gratitude we think of, thank you for this and thank you for that. It's literally the gratitude for who you are, that you get to be here, as this extension of God. And we can be grateful to all others who help us on this journey to knowing ourselves as love, just as we help them. So it's such a giving and receiving thing. So every opportunity that comes your way, we judge it not. Some things seem good or seem bad. None of them are any of that. They don't have those characteristics of being good or bad. They are all opportunities to return to love. And so we're grateful for everything that shows up in our lives. And that's the invitation, to be in this state of grace, this state of gratitude, to have forgiveness at the ready to use when you have forgotten who you really are. I hope you enjoy your practicing today. But before I leave, I would like you to just take a few moments rested in quiet meditation. So we'll gently close our eyes down. And just be still and know that you are God, that you are God's child, that you are made of the stuff of God. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Namaste. See you tomorrow.